Chad brought to my attention that I still haven't done the Twitter AMA. And it's, I mean, I'm a little bit late on it. But you know what? It's better late than never. So I post. So yeah, April 7th, 2020. I said I'm doing an AMA for YouTube. Ask anything you want. Okay, so let's see how out of date these questions are. I don't know if I should have the questions. No, I'll just say it. So Andy, we all know Andy, asks, is Raquel jealous of all the ladies you're pulling in thanks to the new mustache? Like I said, this is a little out of date. This was 4 years ago. I already answered the question. I corrected Andy and said men, not women. Rakir, our beloved moderator, asks, what time does Todd let you stay up until? I guess that depends if it's a weekday or a weekend. Anywhere from 9 to about 10 o'clock Eastern time. Albert asks, how big is your schlong? Thanks for the question, Albert. Patty says, do you jackhammer your balls when you wake up or before you go to bed? Thanks, Patty. I can't say I jackhammer my testicles. Pooh Bear asks, what's your favorite run to watch that you do not do? Now, 4 years ago seems like a lifetime ago. So my preferences have probably changed significantly. I used to love watching Ocarina of Time. I don't really like the change in consoles, because then the run actually just got significantly washed out, in my opinion, and boring as hell. But these questions are ahead of their time, that's right. We're going back 4 years. Snuggles says, what does AMA mean? It means ask me anything. Ringbearer BC says, how do you keep a good balance between your personal life, and being an internet celebrity of some sort? You know, it's tough. The secret to that, a good balance, is you just stream 4 days a week, 4 hours at a time. Yeah. Will you ever do a new beginner Super Metroid tutorial? Says Chris Skorniak. These people don't even come to my channel anymore. It's been 4 years. I already have one out. Digital T. I probably already banned these. Like, I probably banned half these people. Like a post-game press conference. Well, how else am I supposed to do it? It's pretty post-game, right? It's so post, it's nearly half a decade ago. You're allowed a sidekick, but they have to be a fictional character. Who do you pick? Superman, because he just... Why wouldn't I pick Superman? How do I make Albert rice? That's a secret recipe I cannot tell you. Keku asks, would you grow your hair out? I already have, Keku, and I already cut it. Yep. Oh, high tier human says, I'm a little late. Yeah, you are. How dare you be late to my AMA? But what is your favorite game outside of Super Metroid? It was Rocket League, but probably Diablo 2 Remake or Rocket League, even though I don't really pay or play. Yeah, it was an AMA that I asked Twitter to do 4 years ago. So I'm getting to it right now. Waffles or pancakes? I used to like waffles more, but now like a good fluffy pancakes hits the spot. You like Super Metroid? Asked Quite the Hands. Quite the Hands is still here, I think, right? No. Moni asks, do you like oats? Yes. Do you like goats? Yes. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Game of the Year. Oh, Arsoxes. Still here. Let's go. Love the stream. How come Albert is becoming Kyle 2.0? Okay, you guys don't remember Kyle. A lot of you probably don't remember Kyle. Kyle was a disgusting human that I had to, like, time out, and then he'd ask for forgiveness, like, 10 times. I gave him so many chances, and he just kept fucking up. And then I had to get rid of him. Yeah. What kind of oats are best for goats? I have nothing clever or interesting to say to that question. I'd assume just basic, just oats. Wins Mega Man, says Lasecki. Mega Man X runs. About 8 years ago. What was the first game you decided you want to speedrun? Super Metroid, Exodus, Porima. What instruments can you play? Did you used to play? What is your favorite? Okay, so first instrument, violin. Very young. Violin, drums, guitar. Made my first guitar from scratch. It was like a kit when I was like 12 years old, 10 years old. And then I played percussion in high school. But also, like, I could play bass. Just a bunch of shit. Like, when you play percussion, you can play a lot of different things. And then I recently got into piano. Took a big break because life hits you when you hit, like, 18. And then piano now. However, when this question was asked, I was not playing the piano. This was 2 years before I ever decided piano was ever going to be a... okay. Ingy Pink. What is the absolute no-go, no way, just hell no while streaming? Whipping your cock out. What was it like falling from heaven? It was nice, thank you. What game has the best music in your opinion? I don't know. I mean, Chrono Trigger is a classic, right? Symphony of the Night is good. Ninja Gaiden's good. Mega Man has good soundtracks. I always listen to a lot of... Donkey Kong. What game do you wish you could speedrun but haven't attempted yet? Asks Westlake Math. It's been around for a while. I don't know, because now I don't think about what I want to do. I think about what I currently am doing, and then I like to expand upon that. So, like, I don't, like, fantasize about being, like, a super good Mario 64 player or anything. You know, like, that never crosses my mind. How fun was it to be a part of the first speedrun sessions in Portland last year? 5 years ago, by the way. Do you have a feeling it would be a home run? I mean, they're always fun. I've done a couple of them now at this point. Nyan asks, uwu or uwu? Uwu. Your parents ever watched the stream? Asks Monster. Unfortunately, they have seen some of the stream. Do you have an underrated game, gem game that you would recommend? No. Kaioseka. How hard is it for you to maintain a healthy lifestyle routine while working from home? Also, do you enjoy gym, or is it more like a I do it otherwise I would have no movement? Well, you guys know me. I'm always talking about fitness. I think working from home makes it easier because then I have my own schedule and then I can work out when I want, and that allows me to push myself. Lack Attack. Oh, I haven't seen Lack in a while. What has speedrunning taught you about yourself that you didn't know when you started? That's a good question. I think it's just like anything that you try to learn, you realize that obviously, like, not everything that you delve into is as easy as it seems when you want to do it. And that's like, you know, like Dunning-Kruger's, and we all, like, have this to a degree. It's like you think something looks easier, but you just don't quite understand the nuance. So I guess what I've learned about myself is how to learn better, how to make things stick, how to devise and come up with good practice strategies, stuff like that. which I never knew before, even with instruments. Like, how are you, says Lids. I'm good today, thanks. I was good 4 years ago as well, I'm sure. You ever gonna bring back the thigh cam like you promised us? I never promised anything. Hey Nate says Zero Suit come back soon. I think I already did that again, didn't I? No, that was before. No. Groove Mike, do you put yourself in a specific mindset before going live on Twitch? How did you deal the pressure the first times you were streaming, if there was any pressure at all? No, the mindset is, since I'm very busy, I'm always active. And so I guess the only mindset shift for me is I have to like sit down and stop moving. Since video games tend to be a way for people to relax after work, but playing video games is your work, what do you like to do to de-stress? Drugs. No, basically just stop talking. Stop, sitting. De-stressing for me is just turning my computer off and doing stuff. Gardening. I love gardening. I love yard work. Basically, that just means I love being outside and like doing something with my hands. Shut up, Niv. Running, yeah. But yeah, that's all a good de-stress. Where in Minnesota did you live? And would you ever consider moving back? I lived about 3.5 hours north of Minneapolis, near a town called Grand Rapids, not Grand Rapids, Michigan. What is your favorite game that is not a Metroid game? I think I already answered this. Basically, Diablo 2, Rocket League, something like that. Since you work at Nintendo, true, do you know if we will get Metroid Prime 4 news this year? Oh, brother. Oh. This is 4 years old, April 7th, 2020. And that was the question. Do you know if we'll get Metroid Prime 4 news this year? This is so fucking sad. Shit. I Hate Snow says, you streaming tonight? I'm streaming right now. When are you gonna execute? Shut the hell up, David. Then David says, no, for real. Any plans doing something exclusive on YouTube? Maybe some other games, stuff like that? Yeah, I'll come up with some YouTube content and some merch stuff too soon. Well, Sam asks, how do you maintain your SNES controllers? Does the D-pad turn to mush after a ton of practice, or am I just trying way too hard? You're just trying too hard, you fucking try-hard dork. But I just buy a bunch of controllers, and then I clean them, and I change parts whenever I need to. Jesse Tyler Maloney says, how old are you? 27, 31. 27 when you asked, 31 now. What state do you originate? Minnesota. Did you go to college, graduate, trade school? So I have some credits in college, but I said fuck that. What got you interested in speedrunning in general? Boredom. What's your favorite game to speedrun? Super Metroid. If you could live in one video game universe, which one and why? Huh. One video game universe. I know the chat is thinking about like whatever video game universe they can like fuck aliens. But if I had to think, I don't know what would be the best video game universe to live in. That's a hard question. I'd say Dark Souls, but then you're just on hard mode your entire life. Man, I don't know. That'd be hard. But you'd just die and then you'd regenerate. Just like any game, right? I guess you'd live forever. But you'd have to like die repeatedly, and that would suck. Yeah, I'd have to think about that. That's tough. There's so many different choices. Literally, Pokemon's so sick. Okay, that just replace the word alien with Pokemon with what I said earlier for half of you sick fucks. I'm looking at you, brick blocks. When do you start speedrunning SM, says Aponki? 2013. Side boob or under boob? Above boob. Pog or Pog Champ? Pog. What's your favorite order at Applebee's? E. coli. Because last time I went there, I got fucking sick. Anime boob? Boob. Says Fluffy. When is Battletoads? Never, Kona. You have a very good ability to reset your brain when a deathless attempt goes south. Even very late. You can start a new run almost instantly and still succeed. Did that take time to develop, or is it something you've always had? That does take time to develop, because being able to reset, being able to like forget about what you just failed. Actually, no, that's a bad habit to a degree. Being able to forget about what you just failed, but then to reassess it later is the best way to go about it. And I've learned that forgetting about what you have just failed, like, because you have two different paths. You fail something, and you can get super upset about it and let it emotionally affect you, which will then emotionally affect you going forward and your abilities. Or you can say, that happens, I'm going to assess why it failed later. That is going to allow me to adapt and make changes, but for now, I'm just going to move forward. That is just the most healthy, productive method to go about things, which I've learned in the last few years for sure. What is your favorite segment of SM 100%? Probably Pink Brinstar is fun. It's hard, but it's got a lot of cool stuff. What is your most practiced segment of 100%? Back in the day, I think it was Spring Ball to Screw Attack. Why are all your viewers and their cousins better at Metroid than you? Yo, nothing's changed, has it? Yep, my cuz beat this, Oats. Just because, I don't know. Did your internet die again or something? Question mark. Nope, internet's good. If your girlfriend and mother switched bodies and only had to the way to revert them was to have sex with one of them. Right? How do you hide the fact you just ripped ass from your viewers? Or are you proud of your flatulence? I don't fart. But if I did fart, you're never gonna know it. Because I have a noise gate. And if I fart and the noise gate picks it up, well then shit. You stick your dick in things to try to make them work all the time? Why? You tried that with your marriage? Question mark. It worked? Question mark. Tonio is smoking Sherm stick in spice. Okay, that's the end of the AMA. Thank you for participating 4 years ago. If you asked any questions, this was from April 7th, 2020, and I just forgot to get to it, but here we are. Maybe I'll do another one in a decade or two. Yeah.